Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wadeen Gymnasium for a day that promises to be a good one here for college basketball in Northern Maine. I'm Ricky Goupel, set to bring you the play-by-play tonight as the Husson Eagles visit the UMPI. Anthony Searles will be on camera for us upstairs, and it should be a great, fun day of basketball. First, we get the women's matchup. The Husson Eagles 11-10 with a 8-1 record in conference versus the Owls, who are 4-14, dropped a close one last night and are 3-7 in conference. We'll take a look first at these UMPI Owls. Coming off a loss, mentioned it last night, by 5 points, 62-57, they fell to UMaine Farmington. They trailed by as many as 21 in the second half. With about 5 minutes left in the third, they began their comeback, got it all the way back within 1 point. But the Beavers were able to hold on down the stretch, make some big free throws, and end up coming away with the win. But the Owls did show a lot of promise in that stretch there, that they can play with their backs against the wall, and that's exactly what they did last night. They're led in scoring by Alexis Ireland with 17.6 points a game. She had 17 last night, so right on her average, and 13 rebounds as well. She's averaging 14.1 rebounds per game. Another bright spot for the Owls in recent times, Anira Ayala, for more on her. The Owls, as of late, struggling to a 3-6 conference record, but one of the bright spots in recent games has to be Anira Ayala really stepping up. Ayala all season long has been lethal from three-point range. She leads the conference in three-pointers a game at 3.5 and has crazy range, but as of recently, she has been doing a lot of other things really well too. She's been taking it to the hoop, not afraid of contact whatsoever, and has been finishing strong. She also has worked on her mid-range game too, creating her own space, and has been playing well all around for UMPI in the last 3 games, averaging 19.3 points per game, has been shooting better from the field, and continues to knock down that 3 ball. If UMPI's going to win this one, Anira Ayala will need to step up as she has been all season long. So Anira Ayala with a good performance last night as well, had 11 points, but the last 4 games she has been doing well for the Owls, and they'll need a productive game from her today as well. As for the Husson Eagles, again, mentioned 11-10, an 8-1 conference record, currently in second place behind the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners. They are led in scoring by Hannah Richards with 8.5 points a game. And the Eagles really, year after year, they do not have a bona fide star now that Bailey Donovan has left. They are very just a team-oriented basketball squad that everybody gets in on the action. Nobody averages more than 20 minutes. Jordan L'Engle has the most minutes. Jordan L'Engle and Hannah Richards each average 19.5, but nobody else has really any more than 15, 16 minutes. It's really spread out. They go very deep into their bench. Coach Kissy Walker, 599 career wins as it stands entering today. So that's the thing to watch out for, a milestone looming for Coach Kissy Walker. But her squad is in a good position right now, though, trailing Maine Maritime Academy in the NAC East, and they want to take care of business today, get to 9-1, and hope that they can beat MMA later on in the season. They'll face them next Saturday, the 8th. So they will hope that they can get back and avenge that loss earlier in the season to MMA and try to get to first place and maybe host the NAC East tournament, but they got some work to do, and it all starts today. We have about 5 minutes left in warm-ups here, and we will catch you in a few and bring it back here for the start of the game.
Expect to be challenged.
Expect personalized education.
Expect innovation.
Expect to find yourself.
UMPI has helped me in so many ways, helped me find my passion.
We have small classes, and you really get to know your professors.
Teachers are always offering, after school support or scheduling Zoom meetings.
Your teachers and instructors will go the extra mile for you as long as you're willing to put in the work.
All my professors helped me to step out of my comfort zone and push myself to my limits.
Expect a supportive community.
Expect family.
Expect compassion.
Expect to feel at home.
UMPI has definitely made me more prepared for my career. I was able to get the real world experiences my first semester.
Attending UMPI has definitely opened these doors for me. It's helped me, stand out amongst the crowd and working as a reserve officer.
I chose UMPI because of the Medical Laboratory Technology Program. It's one of the few programs in the state that you can go and get hands-on training in an actual lab on site.
But being a student athlete's pretty easy here at UMPI.
Oh, at UMPI, I could focus on my baseball and my academics, and that's great.
I actually came to UMPI because of the basketball team. We made playoffs my first year. Then the second year we made the Final Four. Third year, second year in a row we made the Final Four. And hopefully we can win it all next year.
The big thing at UMPI is we have amazing activities.
There's a lot of stuff you can be outdoors. The school also puts on activities basically every day, so there's always something that you can do around here.
I chose UMPI because it was local, very affordable for me.
Affordability definitely played a major role in my decision to come to UMPI.
UMPI was the most affordable option.
Expect affordability.
UMPI has helped me immensely.
It's helped me realize how much a leader I am.
I think definitely UMPI has opened some new doors.
I'm doing so many more things that I didn't think I could do.
Your growth, the opportunities, the friendships, the teachers, the faculty, like everything just comes full circle.
I am very happy that I came here.
Apologize, we didn't have our audio for a second. Now we're back. So we had the feed, at least you had that. Here's Ayala for 3. Up ahead, Sage Evans to the fast break. She has all 4 of Husson's points at the start of this one. We apologize, missed some audio there for a couple possessions. Forgot to turn up the mains. That one's on me, but here we go. Ireland in the paint there, backing down Lengel. She goes up with the left hand, no good on the scoop. And pulled out by Hannah Richards. Up ahead, she finds Evans. Been saying her name a lot here. Inside, Lengel diving to the hoop. 2 more for Husson, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Eagles through 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this one. Back over to Husson here. They kick it out, Evans, back up top to Cook, and now Lengel again. She puts it on the floor. Lengel trying to find underneath Richards, goes out of play, and back to UMPI. So a turnover there for Husson. Oliva crosses the timeline. Up ahead, needs to get rid of it. Nope, she stepped before she could do that. And back over to Husson here. Take a look at that one. This one too many. Here come the Eagles. A 3 on the way from Lily Roy, no good. And a long rebound here to Sage Evans and a tie-up. So Lily Roy, the native of St. Agatha, played for Wisdom High School. Decent amount of Husson fans in attendance today because of the local connections. McKaylin Porter, who hails from Island Falls, hasn't got in yet, but she from the county, as well as Macy Beals from Mars Hill. Went to Central Rustic High School in Mars Hill. Here's Oliva, a 3 for UMPI, no good, and a rebound by Evans. So a lot of local connections, a lot of Maine players here. I believe everybody on the floor is from Maine for Husson. Here's Lengel, kicks it out, Richards. Drives, stride, kicking it to Evans, but it'll go back out and over to UMPI. Excuse me, Jordan Lengel is from New Hampshire. So there's the one player that's not from Maine. Oliva up ahead running the point early here for UMPI. They're trying to get Ayala off the ball. Now they throw it away, and right there is Lengel to scoop it up. So a tough start for UMPI offensively. Can't really get any sort of looks so far. Amelia Ivy is up off the bench, ready to come in. Cook up top. It's loose, stolen away by Oliva. Off the bad pass, and Oliva will take it up again for UMPI. Lindsay Hamilton is out there. She didn't start the game. She is out. UMPI happy to have her back. Here's Ayala firing away for 3, no good. And a 1 and done. Nobody there for the rebound. Still 6-0 here, 5:55 in this first quarter. Lengel puts on the floor, kicks it out to Roy, the head fake. Now Roy over to Richards, swinging it around. A 3 on the way from Richards. No, Cook is there for the rebound. I apologize if I get Cook and McVicker mixed up today. Both from Calais, played together their entire lives for Husson. McVicker comes off the bench usually. Inside, Evans, shot no. And there for the rebound is Lengel, no good, and pulled down by Alexis Ireland. Over 1,000 rebounds in her career for UMPI. She has another one there, over to Cameron Alla. Lobs it inside to Hamilton, trying to work in the post here. Well defended by Sage Evans. And Husson's off to the races. Up ahead, they find Cook running to the hoop. Nice find from Hannah Richards. Ayala behind the back. With Cook defending, now Hamilton. More Husson fans filing in here at UMPI. Up ahead, Roy Goes up, shot off the side of the backboard, no good. Lengel pulls it down though. Now Evans will try a long two, around it out, and Ireland is there. She outlets to Ayala. 8-0 is your score. UMPI still looking for the first points here. 5.5 minutes into the game. Get a foul on Lily Roy. We'll get a timeout here called by Coach Mark Knight. It's a 30-second timeout. 8-0 is your score here at UMPI. UMPI will have it. Amelia Ivy gets it into Anaira Ayala. Ayala left side, a lane opened up. She takes it to the hoop, but can't finish. Well defended there by Layla Martinez, who's in for the first time for Husson. Martinez just averages around 11 minutes a game. Trinity Montigny is in as well. And here's McKaylin Porter, along with Macy Beals out there. They get it to Porter underneath the hoop, no angle, has to dish it away. Jumper on the way from Montigny, off the mark. And UMPI will just let it go out. So Husson going to throw a little pressure on. They'll have it in the corner. An awkward spot here for Ireland. She does bounce it into Cameron Allen. Alla around the top of the perimeter. Now Ayala. Well, she'll try a three. No good. So she's 0 for 2 in the early going. Good follow-up, though, by Lindsay Hamilton.
From Lindsay Hamilton.
And that gets UMPI on the board. Finally, 8-2 with 3:40 and change to go here in this first quarter. A three on the way. Martinez to answer. No good. Rebound by Beals. A lot of offensive rebounds in this one for Husson. They get it back to Beals. She puts it on the floor. We'll try a three. No good. And pulled down by Ireland. She's got to have 4 or 5 rebounds already here in this first quarter. Ayala, ball fake. She tries to get to the hoop. Nothing doing. And there for the rebound is Sage Evans. Up ahead, Beals. Run on the floor. Gets it back to Montigny. Trying to bounce it to Porter. And it'll stay with Husson. Last touched by Lindsay Hamilton, I believe. Caitlin Porter to take it out. Gets it into Montigny. Back to Porter. And now Beals up top. Evans, Martinez. Everybody's touched it so far for Husson. 8 on the shot clock. Porter drives, puts up an off-balance shot, can't get it to go, and rebounded by Lindsay Hamilton. Oliva. And Hamilton. Ayala. Bounces it inside to Ireland. She kicks it out. Oliva for 3. No good. Decent look there for UMPI. Haven't been able to convert on any threes yet. Montigny diving, now kicks out. Porter, mid-ranger, got it. Good shot there for McKaylin Porter. Lobs it up ahead here. Ivy goes back to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to go to the rim. She's blocked by Evans. Gets it back, though, and Hamilton lays it in for 2.
Hamilton.
10-4, Husson with the lead. Evans, nice move with the left hand. Sage Evans getting to the rim.
Sage Evans with a 2.
Here's a 3. Ayala, no. Running the wings there, but a rebound from Ireland. Oliva gets it back up top to Ivy. She's going to drive and now kick. Ayala, catch and shoot 3. Got it. So here come the shots here for both sides. Ayala makes a 3, and it's 12-7. I'll be trying to keep it close here through the first quarter, 1:25 to go. Driving is Martinez, the floater, no. Pulled down by Hamilton, and now a foul on Montigny. Take a look here at that last finish by Sage Evans a couple of possessions ago for Husson. So Lengel checks back in. Oh, what a move. Spinning off her defender in the paint with the left hand. Excellent job. Bounce it into Giovanna Oliva with Beals defensively up ahead to Ireland. Barely established in the front court there, but she will take it to the hoop now. Ireland's shot, no. Pulled down by Lengel. She's harassed there by Ireland, and Ayala needs to find somebody, and now they'll get Ayala for the foul. .105 left in this first. 5-point lead for the Eagles. Martinez right in front of the table, and I make the play. Give it back to the official. It's weird when you're announcing you have to use the first person, but I just did. I had Alessandra Marquin to my right ready there too. Martinez kicks it out. Macy Beals for three, no. And Ireland pulls down the rebounds. Harassed there 94 feet away from their hoop, and they get it back to Montigny. So that leads to 2 points there for Husson.
With a 2.
And they lead by 7. So scrapping there in the backcourt results in 2 points for them. We get a foul against Lengel. Ayala into Oliva. Ayala, catch and shoot from the corner, no. Box out there from Lengel, preventing Ireland. So both number 15s in the team are gonna get a lot of rebounds today, Ireland and Lengel. Montigny, the runner, no good. Pulled down by Hamilton. Another player big for UMPI to have in there as far as the rebounds go. Oliva's gonna try to dribble out of a trap, and she does so very well. Lobs it to space. Ayala too far in front. It doesn't matter, that does it for quarter number 1. 14-7, the Eagles in front. Oliva, right sides. Trying to find Ayala, loose on the floor, picked up by Evans, though. And off goes Husson. Traveling violation here against Lily Roy. Alla and Engel coming in for UMPI. Ten-point lead for the Eagles, 17-7. As I get a look there at this great crowd already this afternoon, I'm sure we'll get way more as the day progresses. Better come early if you want to make it to UMPI today and find a seat. Ireland, Alla bounces it out. Oliva will try a three, no good. Pulled down by Sage Evans. Up ahead, Richards. Cook wants another three, and she has another. Running the wings there. Couldn't pick her up, and she has 2 threes to give Husson a 13-point lead, 20-7. He's going to need to get some points to match those shots there. Engel loses it. It's going to be stolen here by Cook, but Hamilton will track down the loose ball. She sits up, is able to find Ireland, and now Alla finds herself open for three. No good back iron. Ireland with the offensive board. She's working in the post, stripped, and it'll stay with UMPI with 17 on the shot clock. Karen Marshall coming in.
Joe, take it out. Joe, take it out. Lexi, block. Yep.
Oliva into Engel. Now Marshall swinging around. Alla inside. Nice move by Ireland. Can't get it to roll in, though. Frustrating there for UMPI. It was a great look. Here's Richards. Out to Evans. Tipped, but Roy keeps it. Swings it over. Cook, a heat check from deep. That one's too strong. And back over to UMPI. Take a look there at another three here for Husson. Cook just kind of sneaking around the sideline. I kind of forgot to pick her up, and she found herself open. Good find as well. It's 20-7. Ireland fakes the handoff. Now goes left side, taking on Montigny. Can't get it to go. On the take there, Roy back to Montigny. Richards skips it to Cook. Now inside Richards again, back out Evans, the jumper, no good. So Husson has held Lexi Ireland scoreless today. Just 4 points from Hamilton and 3 from Oliva gives them their total of 7. Oliva, left side, kicks it out. Marshall will try a long two, no good. Pulled down by Cook. So a one and done there again for UMPI. Ayala's getting set to come back in for the Owls. Montigny weaving her way through traffic, can't get it to go. Evans there for the offensive board, and then she's fouled on the way up. So Sage Evans to the line. Good free throw shooter here for Husson. Around 75% on the year. Ayala is in for Oliva. Evans missing the first one. Off the mark in the second, Marshall pulls it down. Ayala back to Karen Marshall. 6.5 to go here in the quarter number 2. Ireland backing down Evans. They close out to help out. Sending 2 at Lexi Ireland here earlier has paid off for Husson. Every time she gets it, they get somebody in there to help. She has been held scoreless so far. Roy misses on a 3. Pulled down by Engel. Now to Ireland. Ayala crosses over up top. Trying to find Ireland. She does. Kick it out to Marshall. Goes through her hands and back over to Husson. Hamilton coming in. Take a look here. Lexi Ireland, second all-time in points for UMPI with 1,317, trailing Debbie Draper. Has a chance to become the all-time leading scorer this year, but she has been held in check tonight. Underneath, Porter, no good. Pulled down by Marshall. Ayala stops on a jump stop, kicks it out to Marshall. Inside, they're trying to find Hamilton. Lost in the fray. Porter ends up with it, and now here's Richards running the floor, bounces it back. Floater by Roy is good. Lily Roy. Plenty of fans from St. Agatha here to watch Lily Roy today. She makes that baby jumper. Now an illegal screen. Ayala buried it from way downtown, but a whistle before. Alyssa Harris is in for the first time for Husson. They lead by 15, 22-7. Evans tipped in the air. That'll stay with Husson. Bounce pass in, bounces a couple of times. Evans ends up with it. Spinning off Marshall, no good. But pulled down by Harris, and now Porter drives. She tries off the glass, no good. Evans there again, goes up, counted in the foul. And Sage Evans willing her way to that and one. Take a look here at that one. And what led up to it anyway. Porter misfired, and then Evans ended up with it. Really tough shot. And Evans completes the and one. Time is Danielle Dow for Husson. And it's 25-7, so UMPI needs to find something here offensively if they want to stay in this ball game. Have not scored in this quarter yet. It took them about this time in the first quarter before they got their first points, and now a player control against Giovanna Oliva. Michaela Porter stood in there, absorbed the contacts. Take a look at that again. Just a little out of control here. Oliva caught it in the wrong spot. I mean, Porter just happened to get there in time. Really not much Oliva can do there. Cook, Porter. A three on the way from Richards, no good. Pulled down by Cook though. She stepped, she whistled for steps, excuse me. I thought she stepped in the end line, but it's a travel and back to UMPI here with 4:28 to go in the half. 25-7. Ayala with the basketball for UMPI. Gets a ball screen from Hamilton. She tries the shot off the screen, no good. Tipped around and controlled by Michaela Porter. Porter up ahead to Richards, back to her. Thought about the three, and now Porter drives the runner. Up and in by Michaela Porter. And a timeout called by Coach Mark Knight. 27-7, the Eagles flying in front of the Owls here with a 20-point lead. Take a look here at the upcoming schedules for both sides. For Husson, just 3 more games after today. Front-loaded their schedule quite a bit, but they're big ones. Thomas, MMA, and that's supposed to say UMF on the 5th, 8th, and 15th. The MMA, that big game for Husson that they really need to have a chance to host the women's tournament. It's been at MMA the last few years. They had a battle last year for the NAC East crown. The Mariners ended up coming away with the victory in overtime and then went on to become NAC champions, went to the tournament. Husson trying to get back there for the first time in a few years. And then for UMPI, their upcoming schedule, got today, Husson, and then Fort Kent on the 5th for non-conference, along with UMA on the 8th non-conference. That is senior day. And then MMA and Thomas to finish the season on the road for UMPI. 27-7, the Eagles have held the Owls in check. Really not a surplus of scoring so far for Husson, right around what they would average, I would presume, but UMPI has just been held to just 7 points. 4 from Hamilton and 3 from Ayala. Up here for the Owls, across the timeline. Over in the corner. They close out on Alla. Kicks it to Marshall. Marshall will drive. Porter's there defensively. Credit to this Husson defense so far. The lob inside to Hamilton. Oh, what a play.
2 by Lindsay.
Very good bucket there from Lindsay Hamilton. Take a look here at the pass as well. A tight window there for Marshall to get it in there. Not much arc on it, but couldn't afford to put much arc on it. And then Hamilton with a good finish. And Hamilton converts the free throw, so she has 7 of UMPI's 10. Here's Harris up ahead, bouncing it over to Porter. Porter puts up the shot, no good. Back iron pulled down by Anira Ayala, and now a held ball after that. They'll stay with UMPI. The arrow favors them. Oliva fouled. See if they'll get. They will get Harris on that. And it's the 5th team foul on Husson, so that'll send Oliva to the line for 2. Next one on UMPI will be bonus territory as well for the Eagles. So a successful trip there for Giovanna Oliva. Lexi Ireland's back in. It's a 15-point lead for Husson, so I'll be on a little bit of a run here, 5-0. Porter. Now to Danielle Dow. Martinez and Cook. She's made a couple from that spot, and she has a third. Lauren Cook from the right wing, the right side particularly today. She's been 3 for 3. Martinez gets a steal in the backcourt, finds Harris for 2 more. So just when UMPI went on a 5-point run, Husson does it in about 10 seconds time. And they're back up by 20. Ireland to Ayala at midcourt. Ayala looking for a ball screen, now gets it to Alla. Diving to the hoop, Hamilton. It'll stay with UMPI. 2:34 to go in the half.
Lindsay, ball side elbow. Lindsay, ball side elbow.
Ayala lobs it up top to Hamilton. Oliva off the dribble, the 3. What a shot from Giovanna Oliva. She can do it off the bounce too, not just a catch and shooter. She can do it off the bounce. She did it last night. Has the last couple of games and a big 3 there for UMPI. Porter. Harris hands it to Martinez. They kick it out. Dow will try a long 2, and she got it. Danielle Dow.
3 by Danielle Dow.
Tight pass in there, trying to find Hamilton off her hands and back out of play. Marshall will get Lindsay Hamilton here. Dow inside, trying to find Martinez, not on the same page. Back over to UMPI here. Ivy and Engel will come in for Alla and Oliva. Getting a couple of UMPI starting guards a breather. Ayala crossing over in the backcourt. Might need some help here. They're trapping her. And then it's a steal out of it by Porter. And that will be a carry. Yeah, she knew it. Caught between one thing and the other. But a good steal from Porter, then turns it over on the carrying violation. 1:35 to go in the half. 34-15, Husson in front by 19. They bounce it into Ayala up ahead, trying to find Ivy. Loose on the floor, ends up with Ireland though. Ricochets, and now Ayala will set her feet into a 3, and she got it.
Naira Ayala with a 3.
And Naira Ayala, big shot for UMPI. So they're starting to make some. Just need to start getting some stops here on the Eagles. A drive by Harris. Nice find underneath Dow, but it was blocked there by Amelia Ivy. A little outlet up ahead, Ayala. It's back to Engel, and a Marshall. A one-handed pass is intercepted by Harris. Throws it to space up ahead. Cook running free. Can't get it to go. The follow by Porter is good, though. So Husson successfully running the floor there. Under a minute here in quarter number 2. The Eagles doubling up the Owls right now, 36-18. Ayala getting a screen from Ireland. She lobs it to Ireland off the pick and roll. Nice play for UMPI. A slow developing play, but it worked anyway. Martinez and now Cook and Harris. A corner pocket 3, too strong over everything. Marshall there for the board. And now to Ireland. The outlet is intercepted by Martinez. Martinez kicks it out. Porter. Up fake by Cook. She drives left side. It's stuffed, but ends up in the hands of Danielle Dow. A baby jumper there as time expires. And Husson soars in front here, 38-20 at halftime. Look through some of the scoring numbers there for the Eagles. They were led. Lauren Cook had 11, thanks to 3 triples. McKeelan Porter had 6, Sage Evans had 9, and then Roy, Lengel, Montigny, and Dow and Harris all with 2. And UMPI was led in the first half by Anaira Ayala with 6. Giovanna Oliva had 5. Lindsay Hamilton led with 7, and Lexi Island ended up with 2. So for the first half of play, the Eagles in front, 38 to the Owls 20. We'll catch you in a few minutes here when we come back. Back here at Wadeen Gymnasium, Ricky Goupel courtside with you. Between Husson and UMPI. The Eagles lead the Owls 38-20 at the half of the women's game. We'll take a look here at the playoff picture for the North Atlantic Conference. MMA leads 9-0. Husson right behind them at 8-1. Thomas is 6-3, a much improved Terrier squad down there in Waterville. Farmington 6-4, and UMPI is 3-7. Over on the west, Cobleskill 7-2. Way above everybody. Linden 4-5, Leslie 2-7, Johnson 1-8, and Delhi 0-9. Top 4 in each division will qualify for the playoffs. So it's starting to look more clear in the East. In the West, still some to be decided. But what is big to be decided here is who's going to host the NAC East tournament. Will it be Husson or MMA? MMA with the upper hand right now. Husson wants to split the season series with them and then see what the tie-breaking procedures would entail. I know it goes to common opponents within the division first and then within the West, which they would be undefeated in both. So then it would likely come down to overall if they were tied. And MMA has the upper hand in overall by quite a bit. I believe they're 16-3. Might be 16-4 overall now. I'm not sure. I know they played Bowdoin earlier this week, who was top 5 in the nation. So first possession belongs to Husson. Lauren Cook will inbound to Hannah Richards. And we're underway here in half number 2. The Eagles are starting with the 18-point lead. Remember, UMPI trailed by 21 last night against UMF midway through the third before they came storming back to come back within a point on a couple of occasions, but Farmington ended up holding on for the win. Lengel, they kick it out to her. Jordan Lengel on the end line. Here's a jumper on the way from Roy. Got it. Lily Roy opens up the scoring here in the second half. As MMA did fall to Bowdoin earlier in the week, 77-57, their first loss in a while. So that brings, yeah, they are 16-4 overall, which is well above Husson's 11-10 overall. So if it went down to that, it would favor the Mariners, but still a lot to be decided before that. Up ahead, Cook, ball fake underneath Lengel. Dive into the hoop was Richards, and she trailed the play the whole way and ends up with it for 2 for Husson. Oliva up top for UMPI, hands it off to Ayala, looking for the shot. Roy was ready, nice pass inside Ireland. Has to dish it away though to Marshall. She tries keeping it in, slapped around here. Ireland ends up again with it, bounces it inside to Ayala. She tries a little fadeaway jumper as the shot clock winds. And they convert there after a little bit of chaos. Here's Cook running the wings, what she does, and she buries another 3. Lauren Cook leading the Eagles with 14 points after that 3. Ayala, now Oliva, getting a pick, ball fake, Oliva takes it herself. Nice take, just couldn't spin it in though. Frustrating for Giovanna Oliva. Up ahead, Evans mishandles it. Take a look at that bucket a few possessions ago there for Husson with Richards, trailing the play the whole way. Nobody picked her up, ends up with it, and makes a really tough shot. Richards. Now Cook, Lengel. Tough take by Jordan Lengel. Can't get it to go. Oliva's there to rebound. She outlets to Marshall. Get it back to her guard, Giovanna Oliva. Oliva for 3. No good. Trying to create her own space. A good shot, just rims out. She's had a couple of close calls here in this third quarter already. Richards barreling down, gets it to Evans, who passes it to Lengel, no good. And now a foul will go on Lengel there on the rebound action. They'll get Lindsay Hamilton back into the game. And Ira Ayala at midcourt dishes it away to Alla. Alla stops, trying to get it to Hamilton on the set piece there. The screen and roll didn't work. Richards, Cook running the floor. Nobody picked her up, but she gets to the rim for 2 more. So Husson getting out in transition on the Owls. Been just as effective in their half court in this one as well. Ireland at the elbow. At the high post. She puts up the shot, no good. Pulled down by Montigny. Montigny, Richards kicks it out. Cook left open. Don't leave her open because she will bury it. 5th triple of the day for Lauren Cook. She's up to 19 in the game. Ayala, now Oliva. Tough shot, no good. Hamilton fighting for the rebound. The putback, still no. And then nothing doing on the rebound action. Hamilton shaking it off there. Roy tries a baseline J, no good. Montigny ends up with it. Kicks it out to Roy, and back to Cook. How about another? And she has one. Lauren Cook with 6 triples. Well above her average. As far as points a game, Cook averages around 7 for the Eagles. And she's up to 22 now, here with 5:26 to go in the third. This will be a backcourt against UMPI. A timeout called by Coach Mark Knight here with 5:23 to go in the period. And the Eagles starting this one off hot. They lead 53-22. A runner by Beals, no good. Tracked down and picked up by Cook. A 3 on the way from Richards, and they got it. Husson rolling right now, making shots left and right. See what their percentage is here in this quarter. Up ahead, Oliva gets to the rim. She takes it for 2 there to end the run. 15-4 to start this quarter in favor of Husson, but the field goal percentage, 7 of 11. 64%. In this frame, the first 5 minutes and change here. Beals swings it over to Cook. They're getting out on her now, but a nice cut there by Richards. The reverse, no good. Pulled down by Ivy. Beals. Now Oliva. Alla, Ireland's. Into the hoop is Ivy for 2, Amelia Ivy. Up ahead, Richards. Shot goes off the side of the backboard, pulled down by Oliva. Up ahead, Montigny. Husson trying to push the pace here. That one gets a little bit away from them. They still lead by 30, though, with 3:49 to go in the third. Ireland stops and kicks it out to Alla. Got a poke free by Cook, and now open for three as Marshall misfires. And right to Hannah Richards. Montigny. Now Macy Beals. Back to Cook, flashing up top. A heat check from the top, no good. Pulled down by Oliva. So with that miss, that brings Cook to 6 of 9 from beyond the arc today. Aubrey Kanovich is in for Husson. Ireland in the corner. Ivy now puts it on the floor, trying to roll off Beals. It's back to Marshall. Off her face, but right back to Ivy. Needs to find somebody. It's picked away by Montigny. Montigny's going to try and outrun Lexi Ireland. She stops, dishes it to the teammate. I couldn't see who, and Kanovich finishes for 2. Ireland. Spin move in the lane. Whistled for steps there. Lexi Engels coming back in. 2:32 to go in the third. Kanovich drives, kicks to Montigny, now Cook in the corner. Inside Montigny. Falling away, what a shot by Trinity Montigny. Oliva, a head fake, and now Alla to a mid-range jumper, no good. Tipped out, Alla trying to track it down there with Evans. They're tied up on the floor. We're going to whistle for a jump ball. Take a look here at that last shot by Montigny underneath. Get it to her in the post there, around Engel. What a shot. Evans will exit. Caitlin Porter is back on. Get into Montigny. I'll be trying to throw some pressure on the Eagles here. Montigny dribbles out of it there with Ayala harassing her, and now Porter to Beals. She drives in the lane, puts up the shot, a drifter, no good. Right to McKeelan Porter. They get it back to Beals. Nice pass inside to Kanovich for 2 more. On the assist there from Beals. Oliva. Ayala, and now Engel. 1:22 in the third. Oliva drives, bounces it out to Ireland. Ireland in the paint, trying to sneak it underneath Ayala. She finds herself free and finishes for 2. Beals taking it up for Husson. Kanovich has 4 quick ones off the bench here for Husson. Stops in the paint, and she's whistled for a travel. Sam Haber is in for the first time for the Eagles. One of the few out-of-state players hailing from Bayport, New York. 62-28, Ayala into the front court, trying to create some isolation here. She stops into a mid-ranger and uses the glass for 2. Good shot from Anira Ayala. Good awareness, get into the paint and get a good look. Beals on the other end. Great ball handler for Husson. Gets rid of it to Porter. Underneath, Porter no angle. Ireland ends up with it, and she gets it to Oliva. Oliva. Up ahead. Ayala inside to Ireland. Trying to use a mismatch here. Ireland gets to the rim, counted in one. And Lexi Ireland will go to the line for a chance at the three-point play. Take a look here at this possession. They get it into her, the high post. She rolls off, takes on Beals with a mismatch, draws the foul. Ireland makes her free throw. Give her 7 in the game. Beals is fouled by Amelia Ivy with 3.8 seconds to go here in the third.
One more in there. Clock's out.
And Beals confidently makes both free throws. Ireland into Engel. Now Oliva won't get a shot off to the rim in time. And 64-33 is your final after 3. Macy Beals gets it into Konovich to start the final frame. The Eagles in front by 31. Porter stops, a jumper, no good, around and rebounded by Amelia Ivy. Oliva, she's bumped there by Sam Haber. Get into Oliva, but it's loose and taken away here by Macy Beals. Looks up, Engel, oh, what a pass to Porter to the hoop for 2. The transition offense for the Eagles has been on the money today. We'll clip that and get another look here in a second at the pass there from Lengel. Oliva will shake and bake inside. Ayala. Underneath, tries a tough shot, no good. The follow-up, though, by Ireland is in the right place at the right time. She puts it up and in for 2. 66-35. Beals, Hezzy, bounces it inside. Tight window to Lengel, no good. Tipped it out of play, back over to UMPI. But take a look at this transition here for Husson. Beals, the court vision up ahead to Lengel. Touch pass right away to Porter for 2. The Eagles on the season, second in the conference in points a game, averaging 68.7. Certainly looking like they will eclipse that today. Eclipse their average on the year. It's thrown away here by Oliva. Els fighting hard, despite what the scoreboard says. That has not been a problem all year for UMPI. They play to the end. And it has allowed them to claw back into some games that, frankly, they didn't have much business clawing back in, like last night against UMF. Scrappiness is one word to describe this 2024-25 UMPI women's team. Ivy crossing over left side, tough take, fouled. That'll send Amelia Ivy to the line for 2. We have a lane violation here on Beals. Ivy makes it anyway. Beals crossing over. Lengel lobs it into Porter. Tight pass inside Lengel, and a held ball. The arrow will favor UMPI. 8:03 to go. Crossing the timeline. Ayala spins into a 3-ball, and she got it. Somehow got her bearings after the spin move, found the rim, and drains it for 3. Porter inside Beals. Nice touch pass. Can't finish. Lengel, Porter, up ahead, Porter in transition. She's gonna be fouled there by Ayala. It's the second on Anira, and in for Oliva is Hamilton. Porter makes the free throws. (67-39). Ayala out into the corner. Ivy tipped up in the air, controlled by Ireland, and then she's fouled by Lengel. Ireland with it for UMPI. Rolling off Lengel. Ireland goes. She's fouled on the way to the rim. Which will be 2 free throws. That is the 4th already on Husson in this quarter. 67-39. Ireland at the line here, trying to add to her total today. Been held relatively in check, just 7 points. Misses the free throw, rebounded by Lengel. Double dribble it midcourt there against Aubrey Kanovich. Which will set everybody back the other way here. Maisie Peach coming in for Husson. With Layla Martinez. We'll check in for Kanovich and Beals. A 3 from Ayala, no good. Peach goes up for the board, pulled down by Ireland. She works around, no good, and pulled down by Lengel down. Martinez. Porter. Underneath, gets it back to Lengel. Little pitch and catch game with Porter and Lengel. Porter can't get the baseline J. Ayala running the floor here. Decides to slow things down a bit. Skips it over to Lengel, or Engel, excuse me. And Ivy And Hamilton back to Engel. Now a baseline jumper for Ireland is off the mark. Martinez, the left wing. Porter swung over to Haber. Peach in the short corner, out to Porter. Now back up top to Martinez from the top of the key. She buries a three. .30 lead for Husson here, 5.5 to go. Engel gives it back up top. Ayala, a three, no. Long rebound right to Hamilton. She goes up for it and counted in the foul. So Lindsay Hamilton having another good day here for UMPI. She had 11 last night off the bench. Has a chance to get to 10 here with this free throw. Timeout called by Coach Bark Knight. With 5:23 left to play. Husson in front 70-42. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Owls. Second to last home game here today. They got senior day on the 8th against UMA. And then MMA and Thomas on the 14th and 15th. And then Husson, just 3 games left after today. Thomas, MMA, and UMF, I should say, on the 5th, 8th, and 15th. Again, circle that game on the 8th if you're an Eagles fan. Against MMA down at Castine. The Mariners came away with the victory earlier in the season by a score of 68-44. So it was a 24-point, pretty decisive victory there for the Mariners last time out. Tie up on the rebounds. So Hamilton misses the free throw, and the held ball arrow will favor Husson. Stolen away by Ayala. Ayala is going to be free to the cup here for 2 for UMPI. The Owls still continue to play hard, trying to steal some possessions and chip away into this Husson lead. Maisie Peach now in the corner with Haber. Lobs it to Lengel, touched and picked away by Ireland. She floats it up to Ayala. Has Haber behind her. She slows up into a 3. Ayala got it. So a good sequence there for Adira, and it is 70-47. So UMPI with a little bit of breeze at their backs. They trail by more than 30. Now back to a 23-point game. Maisie Peach inside. Lengel kicks it out. Martinez. And now Haber. Peach in the short corner, puts it on the floor, trying to do it herself now. Dishes it away to Martinez. Up top, Haber, a high arcing 3. Side iron, rebounded by Porter. And now Haber just dives to the hoop after her miss. No good. And it goes out of play, and it'll favor Husson. A long possession there for the Eagles. They got an offensive board and still have it here with 15 on the shot clock. 20 on the shot clock after the reset. Porter lobs it up. A jab step. No good. Couldn't get a shot off, but it'll stay with Husson. Porter to trigger it in. Stack set here for Husson. You get it to Lengel. She's fouled on the way up. We'll send Jordan Lengel to the line. Happy to have you for today's doubleheader here at UMPI. A men's game to follow in what has become a battle for first place in the NAC East. The winner today will take over sole possession of first place. As of right now, Husson holds a half-game lead over UMPI at 8-1. UMPI is 8-2. Alla Oliva. Sit out Ayala, a 3 from the left wing, and cashes in. Adira Ayala, another good day from her. She's up to 23 to lead UMPI. Martinez and now Porter. Swinging around, down inside to Maisie Peach. Peach gets it stolen away by Ireland. Ireland going the other way, trying to beat Porter. Shot put up, counted, and the foul. Lexi Ireland running the floor. Take another look at this one, folks. Ireland says, I'll just do it myself here. Clipped there. Chance of the three-point play. Misses the free throw, though. So UMPI has cut it under 20. Timeout called by Coach Kissy Walker here. The 30-second timeout with 3:26 to go. Today. Haber, a three. Banks off the glass in the rim and out. Ayala with Porter behind her. Crossing over to create some space. Ayala, another three, no good. Tipped out and rebounded by Cameron Alla to keep the possession alive here for UMPI. Ayala wants another three, and she has another. 26 in the game for Anaira Ayala. That's good enough to lead all scorers, and UMPI has cut it to 15. You blink, and it's kind of sort of have a game here with 2:40 to go. Need a lot more shots to fall, though. Here's Oliva. It's got Martinez on her. Oliva back to Karen Marshall. Marshall all the way herself. Right side blocked by Maisie Peach. She sends it into the back wall there. It's been a long time since UMPI has defeated Husson in women's action. 18 straight wins for the Eagles dating back to 2005, December of 05. Here's a three by Oliva, and it's a 12-point game. So the last time, December 10th, 05, UMPI won 62-53. Julie Westcott, Sarah Beasley, and Ashley Eppright all had 15 points for the Owls in that game. Jody Merchant, excuse me. I'm checking my notes here. Dig back into this little history tidbit. Jody Merchant had 14 to lead the Eagles in that loss. That was 2005. I mean, 19 years ago, December of 05. UMPI with the ball, trailing by 12 now. Oliva, the Owls have clawed back here from down by over 30. Made a push last night to get it back to 1 point. Inside, Ireland will try a little midi, and she got it. Lexi Ireland cuts it to 10, and the run continues here for UMPI. I believe it was 70-42 at one point, if my memory serves me correctly, and now it's 70-60. Peach looking to answer off the mark, pulled down by Ayala. They got to hurry, though. Time is not their friend. Ayala with 1:20 left, kicked out and back over to the Eagles. Coach Knight wants a timeout. Take a look here at that ricochet as Ayala took it up. Back it up a little. Yeah, kicked off her foot last. So UMPI has made a push here, 70-60. Go back in the play-by-play here on the live stats. It was 70-40 with 6:04 to go. UMPI's gone on a 20-0 run since then in the last 5 minutes or so of game time. So never count these Owls out. I know time is certainly of the essence here, and it would still be a crazy miracle if they were able to score 10 points here in the last 118 and hold Husson scoreless, but it's astonishing what they've done already here the last few minutes. Just when everybody has kind of fallen asleep, written off this one, and gotten ready for the men's game, UMPI makes it interesting. And so now they're in foul mode here. And instead of Husson just casually dribbling out the clock like everybody would have expected, they will now have to earn it. It's only 3 on UMPI, so they got a couple more to get Husson to the free throw line. Into Richards. Up ahead, Richards gets it to Evans. Husson back out there with their starters. Lengel is fouled by Marshall. And that is the 4th team foul. So regardless of how this one turns out, you have to give props to the UMPI Owls in their efforts here. Never giving up, always fighting hard. They start making some shots, and what do you know? Make things interesting. All you can ask for when you're down by 30 or more. Evans gives it to Lengel, 10 on the shot clock. UMPI's gonna let him wind down this shot clock. Cook drives right side, try getting it in there. It's stolen away. Ireland has it. She takes it up herself loose. Oliva picks it up. Oliva will try to do it herself. Fouled at first by Hannah Richards. And Giovanna Oliva will go to the line and try to cut it to 8 here. Take a look at that action. Maybe not. Didn't have our cameraman on the ball up there, Anthony. Come on. One mistake in one game. Come on. We appreciate what you do, Anthony. Oliva misses the first and makes the second. 9 points. UMPI has cut it to under double digits. So the run continues, but Husson, the clock is their friend here. Roy over to Richards. And now Roy again. Inside. Richards, 10 on the shot clock. They're going to run it down here. Roy out to Richards. Tip free from behind. They get a steal. Ireland with it. Going to take it up herself. Ball is loose. Gets it to Marshall. Marshall taking it to the rim. Up and out. Under 10 seconds. Lengel in trouble. She's fouled with 6.9. So the Eagles indeed will hold on as expected, but you have to be proud of the effort here for UMPI to claw their way back in it and have a little bit of hope going into the final couple minutes. And the run just seemed to continue. Husson has not scored since there were over 6 minutes to go. According to the live stats, 70-40, Layla Martinez hit a 3 to make it a 30-point game. Lengel misses. UMPI had a huge run last night from 21 down. And Lengel finally ends that run, makes it 71-61. Oliva up ahead. One last chance to add to it here for UMPI. Ireland will try her first 3 of the season as time expires. She goes down all smiles there for UMPI after that. But the Eagles do, in fact, pull out the victory, 71-61, despite the UMPI run at the end. So congratulations to Coach Kissy Walker, 600 career wins with this victory today. And they pull out the 10-point win over the Owls. So congratulations to Kissy Walker, the winningest head coach in Husson history and the second most all-time in the state of Maine. So that's going to do it for the women's broadcast. Don't go far. We got the men's game coming up in a few moments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wadeen Gymnasium here for the biggest game of this 2024-2025 season for both of these squads. I'm Ricky Goupel, set to bring you the play-by-play action between Husson and UMPI. The Eagles enter with a record of 14-7, 8-1 in the North Atlantic Conference. UMPI with a record of 16-4, the most wins in the Dan Kane era, the most wins since 94-95, and 8-2 in North Atlantic Conference play. So that means the winner of today's game will have sole possession of first place, at least for a moment. Whoever comes away on top today will be in first place. MMA down in Castine has a game with Thomas today. They could move up to a tie as well. But as for now, this game means a whole lot between these two schools involved. Let's start with the UMPI Owls, 16-4. Said it time and time again, their best season in years by record. 8-2 in conference. They lost in an overtime game against MMA a week ago, but bounced back in a big way last night against UMF when the Beavers led almost the entire game until they tied it with under a minute to go. Aki McMichael, who finished with 36 points in the game, had 7 points in the final minute and change to tie the game and force overtime. And then in overtime, McMichael and company, Dwayne Williams hit a big shot. Gilbert Jean Mendez had some big free throws to help ice the game. Miles Jones as well had a big shot in overtime, help ice the game and get the Owls back in the win column in North Atlantic Conference play. And they will need to put that past them, though. It's all about today right now as the Husson Eagles, who beat them earlier in the season by 12 points. They got to avenge that loss and try to get back to first place. These two teams have had their due battles in recent times. For more on that, we've got a little bit of history for you. Husson and UMPI have had their due battles in recent years. Let's take a look at the last 4 seasons. Starting in December of 2021, Husson hung on for a 3-point win, fending off a late UMPI comeback. Then later that season, up at UMPI, the Owls with a 20-point comeback in the second half to capture their first win over Husson since 1998. Now in the 22-23 season, UMPI led by 13 at the half of this one, but a 60-point Husson second half surge gave them the win down in Bangor, and then UMPI would avenge that loss later in the season with an 84-67 win in the renovated Wadeen that was packed right out that night. Then they clashed in the playoffs that year, with UMPI winning the rubber match behind a career-high 39 points from Griffin Jarrett. Then the next season, UMPI captured their first win at Husson in 28 years, making it 3 UMPI wins in a row before Husson then avenged that loss with a blowout win up in PI in the late regular season. Then earlier this year, down at Newman Gymnasium, a 76-64 win for the Eagles. So a lot of history between Husson. For the longest time had the upper hand until UMPI avenged that back in 2022, their first win since 98 over the Eagles. And then since then, it has been pretty half and half, 50-50, and a lot of close battles. And this is the biggest one, you could say, except for maybe that 2023 playoff game between the two. The biggest matchup to date is right here today. As far as some team stats, Husson 5th in the conference in points per game, 3rd in points allowed per game. They're 2nd in margin. UMPI 1st in points per game, 2nd in points allowed per game, and 1st in margin. As for shooting, Husson 6th in field goal percentage, but they hold their opponents well. 2nd in opponent field goal percentage, 6th in three-point percentage, 2nd in free throw percentage. UMPI 2nd in three-point percentage, tied 8th in free throw percentage, and 2nd in field goal percentage. So UMPI's at the top of a lot of categories. Free throws and offensive rebounds are the two bugaboos there for UMPI, as well as blocks. But other than that, they are top 3 in most every category. 1st in defensive rebounds per game. Husson is 4th in defensive rebounds per game. UMPI 1st in assists, 1st in turnover margin, and more importantly, 1st in overall margin in the conference on the year. So 2 heavyweights clashing here today at Wadeen Gymnasium. We can't wait to take you with us for what promises to be a great ride the rest of this afternoon. So we'll step aside for a few moments here and get you back here for the rest of pregame.
Expect to be challenged.
Expect personalized education.
Expect innovation.
Expect to find yourself.
UMPI has helped me in so many ways, helped me find my passion.
We have small classes and you really get to know your professors.
Teachers are always offering, after school support or scheduling Zoom meetings.
Your teachers and instructors will go the extra mile for you as long as you're willing to put in the work.
All my professors helped me to step out of my comfort zone and push myself to my limits.
Expect a supportive community.
Expect family.
Expect compassion.
Expect to feel at home.
UMPI has definitely made me more prepared for my career. I was able to get the real world experiences my first semester.
Attending UMPI has definitely opened these doors for me. It's helped me, stand out amongst the crowd and working as a reserve officer.
I chose UMPI because of the Medical Laboratory Technology program. It's one of the few programs in the state that you can go and get hands-on training in an actual lab on site.
So being a student athlete is pretty easy here at UMPI.
Oh, at UMPI, I could focus on my baseball and my academics, and it's great.
I actually came to UMPI because of the basketball team. We made playoffs my first year, then the second year we made the Final Four. Second year in a row we made the Final Four, and hopefully we can win it all next year.
The big thing at UMPI is we have amazing activities.
There's a lot of stuff you can be outdoors. The school also puts on activities basically every day, so there's always something that you can do around here.
I chose UMPI because it was local, very affordable for me.
Affordability definitely played a major role in my decision to come to UMPI.
UMPI was the most affordable option.
Expect affordability.
UMPI has helped me immensely.
It's helped me realize how much a leader I am.
I think definitely UMPI has opened some new doors.
I'm doing so many more things that I didn't think I could do.
Your growth, the opportunities, the friendships, the teachers, the faculty, everything just comes full circle.
I am very happy that I came here.
This is in accordance with Coaches versus Cancer Week, which is a nationwide collaboration between the American Cancer Society and the National Association of Basketball Coaches. This initiative promotes the professional exercise of coaches nationwide to increase cancer awareness and promote healthy living through year-round awareness efforts, fundraising activities, and advocacy programs. Every cancer, every life. Thank you to our coaches for promoting this great cause today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wadeen Gymnasium, home of the University of Maine at Presque Isle Owls. This evening's game features the Eagles of Husson University versus our own University of Maine at Presque Isle Owls. Now, for the starting lineups. First, for the Eagles, a 6'1" guard from Brooklyn, New York, number 1, Jeremy Moronta. A 6'2" guard from Camarillo, California, number 3, Riles Neff. A 6'2" guard from Concord, New Hampshire, number 4, Hamaza Abdulrahman. A 6'4" guard from Lakewood Ranch, Florida, number 13, Connor Heald. A 6'6" forward from South Portland, Maine, number 34, Scott Lewis. The Eagles are coached by Warren Carso, assisted by John Clark, Justin Thompson, Max Shea, and Kyle Fisher. And now, for University of Maine at Prescott Owls, a 6-foot guard from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 2, Ak McMichael. A 6-foot guard from Mattapan, Massachusetts, number 8, Miles Jones. A 6-foot forward from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 12, Dwayne Williams. A 6'2" forward from Spring Hill, Florida, number 22, Saquon Carswell. A 6'3" senior from Clearwater, Florida, number 23, Gilbert Gene Mendez. The Owls are coached by Dan Kane, assisted by Mark Knight, Danny Harris, and Joe Michaud. Our officials are Mr. Boomhauer, Mr. Meter, and Mr. Rutherford. Our athletic trainers today are Brian Morrison. Thank you, and good luck to both teams.
So here we go. Alessandro Marquin with your starting lineups. We're ready for basketball here between UMPI and Husson. Scott Lewis and Saquon Carswell go up for the tip, and it's controlled first by Riles Neff of the Eagles. Maranta now gives to Connor Healds. The Eagles coming off a 12-point win last night at UMFK. UMPI a 4-point win over Farmington in overtime. Neff stops into a floater, got it, Riles Neff. Gets the scoring going here for Husson. Gilbert Gene Mendez over to Dwayne Williams. A catch and shoot 3, no good. Up for the board is Jeremy Maranta. A huge crowd here at Woodine Gymnasium, stuffed right in. Over to the left of your camera especially, and the right. A few seats in the middle still left. Healed the ball fake, gets it here to Abdul Rahman, and now back to Neff. Maranta for 3, no good. Box out by Carswell, the board by Miles Jones. Happy to have you for today's North Atlantic Conference action between Husson and UMPI, the biggest game of the regular season for both of these sides going into today. Bounce out, McMichael picks it up. McMichael a ball fake, fades away, high arcing jumper around and just out. McMichael had 36 last night. Does not have the first 2 here for UMPI today. Maranta, now Scott Lewis. Up and in, and 4-0 Husson.
Number 34, Scott Lewis.
Gilbert G. Mendez, now McMichael. Hands it off, Williams, a 3, got it.
3
He's
by
so
number 12,
lethal
Dwayne
at the beginning
Williams.
of games from beyond the arc. Always knocks down, it seems like, that first shot of the game for UMPI, and he has it today as well. Scott Lewis drives, oh, what a strong take, but well defended by Carswell. They get the student section into it already. Gilbert Gene Mendez running the floor, kicks it out to Jones. And now Gene Mendez back in looking for Carswell, but it's stolen by Maranta. Maranta up ahead, running the floor. He goes up, strong finish. 6'3" Eagles. In the early part of this one, Gene Mendez, step back into a 3, took his time, no good. Long rebound, Husson will just let it go out of play. Take a look here at that last take by the Eagles. Maranta got it to Neff at midcourt. Back to Maranta, and a lane opened up, and he just took it. Up top, Connor Healds. Neff back to Heald, and back to Riles Neff. Scott Lewis. Back it down, Carswell. Tried to get it in there. UMPI steals it away as the shot clock winds down. Jones Gene Mendez thought about it. Now Williams got his defender to fly by. Strong take by Dwayne Williams. No good. Tipped up. Rebound by Carswell. Back to McMichael, and he's bumped over in front of the student section.
Foul by number 4.
Take a look there at this rebound by Carswell to keep it alive for UMPI. Outletted it to McMichael, and then Abdul Rahman just kind of ran him over there. So sideline out of bounds here for Gilbert Gene Mendez. Gets it into Carswell. Back to Gene Mendez. The runner, no good. And now a foul on that action. Or will it just be out of bounds? Must have just been out of bounds. So reset the shot clock to 20. Miles Jones bouncing it in to Gene Mendez. It's loose though and picked up by Jeremy Maranta. Back to Scott Lewis. Healed. Kicks it out. Maranta, a 3-ball. Swirls out. Carswell cleaning up the glass for UMPI. Jones, no good. Now they will get, what do they have? Two officials are going to get together here. Mr. Meter and Mr. Boomauer. And it's going to be a block call against McMichael. So
McMichael.
Get a great look at the crowd here at Wadeen. More people coming in. 6-3 Husson through the first 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Neff taking it up. Neff gets a screen from Lewis. He's going to go left side. McMichael defending, backs him into a corner. They get it out to Lewis. 5 on the shot clock, got to hurry. Lewis is going to put up a desperation shot. It was a good-looking shot, and Husson gets the board. It didn't go, but a long rebound to Maranta. They get it back to Heald. He goes right side. Nice take for 2. And it's 8-3 Husson.
Connor Heald for 2.
So some Husson fans in attendance today as well. McMichael, a 3. Short, rebounded by Maranta. Neff, now Heald. 8-3 early lead for Husson. They've kind of played at their pace in this one. Lewis working around Carswell, couldn't finish. I'll be lucky not to fall behind 10-3. Still looking for some baskets. Dwayne Williams with the only 3 points here for UMPI, and now they throw it away, almost backcourt, but Gene Mendez saves it. Gene Mendez to Williams, swung to McMichael, lobbed inside Carswell. Carswell goes up, the little baby jumper is good.
Nice hit one, Carswell.
The strength underneath by Carswell has been huge for UMPI, especially with the injury to Doug McCalla down at Delhi that sidelined him for the rest of this season. Carswell has stepped up huge. Lewis at the free throw line, a jab step, kicks it out, Maranta. And now he goes high off and out, hit the stanchion. Take a look at this finish by Carswell on this end. Gene Mendez facilitating up top, good ball movement for UMPI, barely touches the floor until he gets to Carswell. Backs down the defender, finishes for 2. Eight to 5 and UMPI with the ball. Jones stolen briefly, but it ends up back to Miles Jones. And now Moreno takes the runner, count it. In the foul, Leash Moreno into the game for the first time. Moreno misses the free throw, pulled down by Maranta. Neff off the bounce for 3, no good. Pulled down by Lewis though, and the stick backs no, and pulled down by Moreno. He gives it off to Gene Mendez. Lawrence to the hoop, can't spin it in. A jumper from Healds, back iron, and an offensive board by Maranta out to Neff, wide open for three, no good. Allow is in for Husson, no good. Couldn't save it back to an Eagle. Excuse me, that's Tope Alo. Williams for three. Put back good for Alicia Moreno. Four quick ones for Moreno, who plays sparing minutes, but they are big minutes every time he's in. It's important to get his length in the game when they can. Get Carswell a breather from time to time. And he has a productive couple of minutes here for UMPI. Puts him in front by one, 9-8. 12:45 to go. The energy already electric here in Woodeen. Neff stops. Oh, good step through move by Riles Neff. So in control. And he spins it in for two. Puts Husson back in front. Jones. Hesitation move, goes to the right side, kisses it off the glass and down. Charlie Mellick will be in for the first time in a moment. Riles Neff taking it up, UMPI with a 1-point lead as teams trade buckets. Neff along the end line, tipped in the air, and UMPI steals it away. Jones running the floor, bounces it up ahead. Moreno, he's fouled. See if it's in the act of shooting or on the floor. They're going to get a low on the foul, and it will be 2 shots. But look at this finish by Riles Neff on the last possession here. Stops. Oh, just got Bryce Lawrence to fly by him. What a finish. Coach Caruso already irate with one of our officials here. So Moreno makes the first. Dylan Burpee is up off the bench for Husson. He had 15 off the bench last night for the Eagles against UMFK. He hails just an hour and a half south of here. Went to school at Southern Aroostook, won a couple of state titles. Riles Neff crosses the timeline with Jones defending. Neff behind the back all the way inside the paint. Has to dish away, though, to Burpee. Work it around. Ty Henke, he goes up, no good. And a foul, though. I didn't even hear the whistle. It's that loud in here. Take a look here at that foul. Ty Henke, the line for two. Two-point lead for UMPI here. Henke cuts it to one. Miles Jones takes it up for the Owls. Williams, back to Jones. Mellick. And Jones again. Carswell. All the way over to the corner, Charlie Mellick. He drives, kicks it out. Miles Jones with 8 on the shot clock. Works his way through. Spinorama up and out. Couldn't get it to go. Good move, but no points out of it. The head low, gets it back. Neff thought about the shot, now puts it on the floor. Mellick defending him. Neff, the fadeaway jumper, no good. A low for the offensive board, though. They reset up top with Maranta. A graduate student for Husson, been a part of so many good Eagles squads. Burpee doesn't have much time, gets it to Henke, little runner as shot clock winds down. No good, a low with another board, and he sticks it up and in. The Tope a low. Willing Husson to 2 points there, 2 offensive rebounds to keep it alive, and then he gets the putback the second time. Lawrence, a hell ball on the drive there. Take a look at that one while we have a chance here. Bryce Lawrence is down, holding his ankle. Apologize for the warbliness of our stream right now. That'll prompt Brian Morrison up. Lawrence is down, holding his ankle. hope that that is just a rolled ankle and nothing more serious. Brian Morrison is there. The Owls already lost Doug McCullough for the year. Coach Kane unhappy with the physicality. So with 10.5 to play in the first half, Bryce Lawrence is getting looked at by Brian Morrison. So UMPI will have it end line out of bounds as Bryce Lawrence gets helped off over to the trainer's table. Two good trainers in the house. TJ Sandoval make the trip up for Husson, or JT Sandoval, excuse me. UMPI runs their set piece but can't convert. Sandoval and Morrison, the trainers today, appreciate all they do. Neff to the rim for two. Quietly puts Husson in front by 3. As the energy in the building went down after that injury here to Lawrence, and we really hope he'll be okay. Melik kicks it out. Gene Mendez, he drives, kicks it out. Little dribble drive here for UMPI, and McMichael makes him pay
By number 2
for 3.
McMichael.
Neff up ahead, tied at 16. Matundo now a low, and now Burpee is going to try to roll off Melik. Burpee, tough take, can't get it to go. Pulled down by Charlie Melik, bounces it to McMichael. He throws it up ahead to Gene Mendez, loose on the floor. Gene Mendez dives on it, tries to find Carswell, tipped in the air, and then pulled in by Matundo, but then loose. McMichael recovers for UMPI. So some helter-skelter action, and the Owls steal a possession there. Melik sets his feet into a 3-ball. It rattles out. Matundo with it, going to try to push. Going the other way, McMichael from behind steals it away. Williams stops. Now to Carswell underneath. What a sequence for UMPI.
Saquon Carswell.
As they scrap for the loose balls to end up getting the transition bucket. Here's a 3. Matundo looking to answer, no good. Burpee followed it up for the board. Gets it back to a low, no good. And Carswell is there for UMPI. So really up-pace action here last few minutes. McMichael with it for UMPI. Crossing over, doing it himself. This will be a long 2. No. Riles Neff will slow things down for a minute. Happy to have you for this huge matchup. Ricky Goupel on the call here. Anthony Searles doing our camera upstairs. Matundo, a jab step. And back to the corner with Henke. Henke in the paint, fading away. Tough shot, can't get it to go, and Carswell's there for the board. McMichael, stop to the top. Williams. And Carswell in the high post. Back to Gene Mendez, sets his feet for 3. Rattles it home.
Number 23, Gilbert Gene Mendez.
And I tell you, the energy in this building, I mean, it's a 5-point game. Not everything going UMPI's way. Of course, it's been a great first half so far, but it is an insane atmosphere in here. Neff, fadeaway jumper, no good. Carswell up for the rebound, and he got it. Carswell takes it up himself. Dwayne Williams, spinorama, up to the rim, no good. Some action-packed first half here. Neff looking to answer on this and rejected by Saquon Carswell. And as if this gym needed more to cheer about, Carswell adds to it. They bounce it into Maranta. Husson looking for a bucket here to try and quiet the crowd. Tipped high in the air, and it somehow goes in. Scott Lewis with one of the most improbable buckets you will see. Take another look at that one, folks. In slow motion, too, while we have the time. They got it to Lewis up top. He drove. It got poked free here. Up in the air. He just bounces it in. Unbelievable. So Husson answers with one of the craziest strokes of luck I've seen in a while on a basketball floor. Lewis. Matundo. Kicks it out. Burpee. Bounces it to Lewis. Husson taking some long possessions in this one. Lewis, tough finish, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Foul by number 20.
Take another look one more time at that ricochet here for Husson. It was tipped in the air, and it just, see if we can back this up for you. Right here, Lewis tried to get his hand on it and just somehow goes up and in. Anyway, stop being a dead horse here as Lewis makes a free throw. 21-19, 6:33 to go in the first half. Lewis can't quite cut it to one, but Matundo with the board stripped. Loose in the paint, and Jones pulls it away for UMPI. Midcourt to Melik. Melik to the rim himself, and it doesn't fall. Healed. Matundo. Maranta with Yamashita on him. Some hands by Yamashita and Maranta, and then we'll get number 3 for UMPI. James Yamashita on the booking. Tough take by Alo, no good. Rebounded by Moreno, up ahead Jones. Pass picked off there by Connor Heald. Maranta, a 3. Deep one off the back iron, and then when a foul on the rebound action against Husson, it'll be Matundo.
Foul by number 15, Gil Montano.
Dwayne Williams coming back in here for UMPI. You can see the crowd, especially to the right and left, is so full here in Woodie, and still some seats in the middle. Jones taking it up here for UMPI. Yamashita, 5.5 left in this first half. No timeouts taken by either coach in this first half, which has flown by. Moreno, Yamashita for 3. Swirls out. Right now, UMPI not getting the luck on the rims that they would, of course, like. Alo. And out of Matundo. He drives. Gene Mendez in there defensively. Tough finish by Gil Matundo. Got it to go. And we're tied at 21 now. Up ahead to space. Williams. Scott Lewis in the air. Rejected by Scott Lewis. Gene Mendez. UMPI got the rebound after the block. Moreno. Tough pass. It's a kickball against Maranta. Take a look at this finish here by Matundo in the last possession for UMPI. Or excuse me, for Husson. A 3 on the way, Moreno off the mark. UMPI has been a while since they've scored. They were up 21-16, and now we're tied at 21. Shot put up and a foul on Maranta. They last scored with around 8 minutes left. Gene Mendez hit a 3 to put them up by 5. And now Maranta a chance to go to the line here. Take a look at that foul. Off-balance shot. UMPI could have done without that contest. See how Mashita picks it up. As he makes both. Jones up ahead to Moreno. Try to work it around Williams. Gene Mendez, the up fake, steps back, and Williams again. Here's a three up top, and he got it. Dwayne Williams, big bucket for UMPI to end their drought and put them back in front by 1. Neff, a hesitation move. In the paint, Alo gives it up to Heald. He elevates into a jumper, back iron. Heald gets his own miss though, and then Williams caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, and will pick up a foul. Moranta. A three, no good. That was a low, another offensive rebound. Moranta puts it up, no good. And Lewis gets another offensive board. So Husson cleaning up the glass. Neff for three, no. Tipped in the air, and finally controlled by Yamashita. So I'll be lucky to hold Husson scoreless there, as they had a bunch of chances. Fade away by Jones, can't get it to go. Lewis. A jumper, no good. Jones pulls it down, up ahead, Williams. Trying to take on Neff himself, lost it, saves it back to Gene Mendez. Nice little move. Timeout called by Coach Kane. Take another look at that. Here's UMPI, picks up the basket. They go up by 3. It's just a 30-second timeout here. Williams tried to do it himself, got it back, gets it to Gene Mendez. A little casual move, nonchalant, which is Gilbert Gene Mendez's middle name. The nonchalant finish. And they lead by 3 with 3 minutes to go in the first. So UMPI mentioned how good of a season they are having. 16 wins. These are the most wins in the history of UMPI. 19 and 94-95, and Chris Cassavant, the leading scorer on that team. Willie Rivera, Glenn Sharp, Charles Pearson on 3 other teams in the 90s. A great decade for UMPI. All with 17 wins. UMPI trying to get to that mark, tie them. Alo up top for Husson. Out of the timeout, the first one by either coach in this first half. Heald working around, has to get it away to avoid a count. Moranta back to Heald underneath. Got Jones in the air, he goes up, draws the foul. Connor Heald almost with the and one. He'll go to the line. Moreno picks up the foul. No back in. Yamashita will take a breather for UMPI, as well as Tope Alo will take a breather for Husson. (26-24). Jones, Gene Mendez. Out to Jones, saves it from going into the stands there. Jones, tough take, has to dish it away, wisely so. McMichael drives, the ball fake, he goes up, off the rim, no good. Carswell with a putback, blocked by Lewis with authority. Return to sender there, and Husson will go the other way. Back to Lewis. Player could, no, we're gonna get a block. And it fell. I thought that was for sure gonna be an offensive foul as Carswell went down in a heap. Take another look here. It's slow motion too. Skip ahead so we get a second. Oh, Carswell is there. I rarely try not to criticize officials, but Carswell had established legal guarding position, 100%. And Lewis took him out. Some jawing here between the players as well. So a tough break for UMPI. And I know It might seem bias, Umpy bias, that I'm saying that should have gone Umpy's way, but by the language of the rule book, that should have gone Umpy's way. Anyway, the ruling was a block and an and one, and Husson is in front. Gene Mendez up to McMichael. Moreno, shot blocked by Lewis. He's got 3 of those already in this first half. Big reason why he's second in the conference in blocks, averaging just under 1.5 a game. Neff kicks it out. Maranta, a 3, got it in the corner, and Husson silences this crowd.
By Jeremy Maranta.
Gene Mendez, so now Jones. No good. Husson in front by 4, their biggest lead. Except at the very beginning of the game, I think they led 8-3 at one point. Neff crossing over, working around Maranta, a 3 ball from the left wing, and he got it. Timeout called by Coach Dan Kane. Jeremy Maranta buries the triple, and Husson's in front by 7 all of a sudden, just like that. And take a look here at the standings in the North Atlantic Conference. These two teams right at the top. Husson 8-1, Umpy 8-2. MMA is 7-2. Farmington 7-3. So the top 4 in the NAC is just so competitive this year. Thomas likely going to miss the playoffs despite having a better record than 4 of the 5 teams in the West. Delhi leads in the West, 5-4. Seven-point lead for Husson. Umpy trying to end the half on a run here as under a minute to play here. Jones hands it off to Williams. Gene Mendez back to McMichael. Kicked out. Gene Mendez, a 3 ball, and he got it. Big basket for Umpy.
23, Gilbert
as he answers
Mendez.
Jeremy Maranta's heroics, who made a 3 there before the timeouts. Neff, little isolation, looking for somebody now. To Maranta, now to Lewis. Husson working into their half court. Healed, left open, we'll try a 3. It rattles out. Long rebound, tracked down by Williams. Umpy a chance to get even closer here. Shot clock is off. Almost stolen by Maranta. It'll stay with the Owls. Maranta wanted to argue that that went the other way, but Gene Mendez, the up fake. He drives, hands it off. Moreno back to McMichael in the corner. Tough spot. He's fouled with 5.1 seconds. Nowhere near the bonus, as that's just the 15th foul on Husson. So Umpy will have a set piece. Looks like Coach Warren Caruso wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout here with 5.1 left in the half. Swampy with the ball. Jones to take it out. Gotta hurry, gets it in McMichael. He's left open, a 3 off the cut move, and he got it. Aki McMichael brings it back to 1. The shot won't count at the buzzer. But what an ending to the first half here for Umpy. They execute perfectly. Look at this cut here by McMichael. Boom, and then boom. A double move like a wide receiver in football, and he buries it. So Umpy cuts it back to 1 here after Husson grew it to 7. And that will do it for the first half. What a half we've had. We're in for a great finish here at Umpy. 33-32 is the score going in to the locker room. Husson led in scoring by Jeremy Maranza with 10 points. Neff and Lewis each have 6. Matundo has 4. Henke, Alau, and Henke and Alo have 2, and Heald has 3. For a total of 33. And then UMPI is led by Gilbertine Mendez with 8. McMichael and Williams each have 6. Carswell with 4. Jones with 2. And Moreno with 6. So UMPI getting it from everywhere. Husson getting it from everywhere. And a great second half we are in for. 33-32, the Eagles in front. Don't go far.
If I can have everybody take out your tickets, we're going to draw the 50-50 drawing for the half-court shot. The winning ticket is 7383770. 7383770. Next. Seven, 3-8-3-7-9-7. You got a practice shot, but if you make it, it doesn't count. Yeah, you gotta practice. This one for the money.
Back here with Eaton Gymnasium. Great game we have unfolding here. Husson with a 1-point lead going into the second half, 33-27, as you see the great crowd we have on tap today. Take a look at some of the history between these two schools over the last few years. Husson and UMPI have had their due battles in recent years. Let's take a look at the last 4 seasons. Starting in December of 2021, Husson hung on for a 3-point win, fending off a late UMPI comeback. Then later that season, up at UMPI, the Owls with a 20-point comeback in the second half to capture their first win over Husson since 1998. Now in the 22-23 season, UMPI led by 13 at the half of this one, but a 60-point Husson second half surge gave them the win down at Bangor, and then UMPI would avenge that loss later in the season with an 84-67 win in the renovated Wadene that was packed right out that night. Then they clashed in the playoffs that year with UMPI winning the rubber match behind a career-high 39 points from Griffin Jarrett. Then the next season, UMPI captured their first win at Husson in 28 years, making it 3 UMPI wins in a row before Husson then avenged that loss with a blowout win up in PI in the late regular season. Then earlier this year, down at Newman Gymnasium, a 76-64 win for the Eagles. So a lot of history between the two schools in recent years, and it looks like we might have another classic unfolding here in Presque Isle today. Jeremy Maranta gives it to Riles Neff. Start this second half. Ricky Goupel here on the call. Anthony Searles running our camera. Happy to have you and host you here in Presque Isle, Maine on this first day of February 2025. Scott Lewis battling at the rim. Can't get it to go, though. McMichael in the paint, kicks it out. Jones. Now Gene Mendez steps back. Jones. Dish inside. Gene Mendez. Oh, what a finish by Gilbert Gene Mendez. That deserves a second look if I've ever seen one. What a pass from Jones, and then Gene Mendez falling down gets it to go. Unreal. So we've had some highlight plays by both sides in this one so far today, and that one gives UMPI the lead, but he cannot connect on the free throw, so it's just a 1-point lead. Healed. Now Riles Neff. UMPI looking for their first win over the Eagles in 2 years in this building. Back in the 22-23 season, they blew out Husson, but then last year Husson blew out UMPI up here. Tough shot from Heald. We'll get a reset, though. Maranta gets the rebound. Up and under by Maranta. Tip back out, and Neff controls it. Heald with the ball, swings it to Neff. The up fake, and now Neff drives. Little floater to the rim, and it goes. So Riles Neff had 6 points in the first half. Now to 8 in the game. Neff is 6th in the conference in scoring. Kick ball here against Connor Heald. Neff, 16.7 points a game on average. Good for 6th in the conference. Aki McMichael, the leading scorer for UMPI, with 18 points a game, good for 5th in the conference. He had 36 last night that helped take him from 17.1 points a game to 18, so that'll help your average for sure. 1-point lead here for Husson. Catch and shoot Williams. It's wide to the right. Pulled down by Maranta. Neff takes it up. Crossing over. Neff into a 3-ball. No good. Goes out of play back to UMPI. About as full as you'll see Wadene. Definitely the most full we've seen all season. So Miles Jones takes it up for UMPI. McMichael, now Gene Mendez. A little hesitation to a step back. Thought about cutting. Now McMichael held to just 6 in that first half. Back to him. Aki, the jumper, good.
2 by number 2, McMichael.
So McMichael and Neff were held to just 6 points, the most prolific scorers for both sides in the first half, but they each have an early bucket in this half. Neff behind the back. Into a jump shot, mid-ranger, his bread and butter. He got it.
Riles Neff.
Back over to the Eagles as UMPI turns it over. Goes out over into the hallway.
Hey, watch the pin down. Watch the action. He's coming up. Watch the pin down, Gil. Pin down.
Maranta. Inside, Lewis slipped free for 2. A little breakdown defensively there for UMPI. Allows for the easy bucket for Scott Lewis. Jones stops in the paint, hands it off to McMichael. Crossover move along the end line, no angle. He dumps it to Carswell, but then through the hands of McMichael as they try to get it back to him. Maranta up ahead, takes it himself for 2. So a mini run here for the Eagles puts him in front by 5, 41-36. UMPI led by 5 at one point in the first half, 21-16. Tough shot for Gene Mendez. Slapped up by Carswell. Back to Husson. Timeout called by Coach Dan Kane. It's a full 60 seconds. With 16-14 to go in the second. The Eagles in front by 5.
If you go over to the concession stand, the pizza is now half off. It is $2 a slice. $2 a slice at the concession stand.
Back here at Eaton Gymnasium. 5-point lead for Husson. They have the ball too. As Coach Dan Kane had seen enough. UMPI with 3 timeouts remaining. Husson with 5. Just one taken in the first half by Coach Caruso, and it came with about 5 seconds left. Lewis. Neff up top. Inside, fadeaway jump shot, and he got it, and he gives a glance to the student section. As he's starting to heat up here in the second half. Jones blocked by Lewis, but a foul first on Neff. So it was a good block, but the block won't count as he had the foul first. Take a look here real quick. It'll be a set piece out of bounds for UMPI. Actually, no, they're gonna give him shots. That makes sense. Jones can't convert at the line on the second one. Tipped out, it'll stay with Husson. McMichael right in front of us tipped it. The Eagles will have it anyway. Abdul Rahman gives it to Neff. And up top with Heels, Maranta, a 3. No good. Pulled down by Gene Mendez. Gene Mendez. Hesitation move, nice bounce pass to Carswell.
By number 22.
Nope, they needed that to kickstart their offense here in the second half. They cut it to 4. Riles Neff crossing over, now Maranta, back to Neff. Jab step, a 3-ball for Riles Neff. Got another one, and he's really heating up now. Cold-blooded there for Husson, puts him back up by 7. Williams, now Jones, and Carswell. Williams up top. Underneath, Carswell dips under, and he finishes with the foul.
Take one, Carswell, and one.
So a little duck underneath, got the defender to fly by. So take a look at the ball movement here for UMPI. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just slipping my way under here. That's exactly what Carswell did for the and one. Carswell got the free throw, and it's back to 4. So UMPI answers a 3 by Neff. Poked there by McMichael. They get it back to Lewis. The head fake. Lewis tries fitting it underneath. It's tipped around and then stolen by Carswell. On this end, UMPI turns it back over. A little out of sorts. A little out of control, should say, after they get the steal, trying to push it. Neff into the front courts. Trying to do it himself. Fadeaway jumper. He's got the hot hand, and it continues. Another shot by Riles Neff. Neff said. Bounce pass underneath McMichael. Jones with the answer.
By number 2.
Nice dish.
McMichael.
So trading buckets here. Neff to Heald. Bounce pass post entry to Lewis. Going to try to take on Carswell here. Puts it on the floor. Lewis, the strong finish. Count it. And one. So Husson with a big and one of their own. Courtesy of Scott Lewis. You could tell he just decided to take it himself. So they got the post entry pass inside. So Neff is up to 17 for Husson, just like that. He had 6 in the first half, has 11 points through the first less than 7 minutes. G. Mendez. It's loose, stays with UMPI. 7-point lead for Husson. It's been going back and forth between 7, 5, 4, back to 7 through most of this second half now. UMPI came from behind last night, trailed by 13 at one point against Farmington. Short on the jump shot from Gene Mendez. Neff up top. On about the 3, is going to try to back down here on McMichael. Dishes it away. McMichael sticking to him that time. Here's Neff. They're pushing off. Let him play. Henke back to Neff up top. Now with Gene Mendez on him, a heat check. Got it! Holy cow! Riles Neff doing what he does. They held him in check in the first half. And now here he is taking over here for Husson to give him a 10-point lead. This is Williams, excuse me, on the jumper. No. Jones went up for the board. He controls it in the corner. Williams can't get that shot to go. And back to Husson. So all Uncle Mo wearing white right now. As the Eagles lead by 10. Neff spins it. The bounce pass inside Maranta with McMichael swatted by Aki McMichael. So that stops that opportunity. Coach Dan Kane wants a timeout. And with 11:58 to go, the Eagles have their biggest lead by 10, 54-44. starting to become deja vu here for UMPI, as last year it was a close game at the half. I believe Husson had a 2-point lead here at Wadeen, and then they took over in the second half thanks to Riles Neff, who had 29 points in that one. And here he goes at the beginning of this half. The Neff takeover. He's got to hurry. He gets it into Maranta. Maranta puts up the shot, no good. McMichael looking for 3. Rebounded by a low. Back to Neff. Neff up top. Stops. A 3-ball. Got it. Another one for Riles Neff. And like a broken record, I'm sounding here, as he's up to 23, 17 in this second half already. Just taking the air out of the building, much like he did last year. Husson gets a steal. They get it back here. Henke to Maranta. Yamashita is awaiting. Back to Neff. You can clearly see this is what Husson wants to do. Get him the basketball until he misses, because he hasn't missed it in a good amount of time. And here's the take by Ty Henke, though. Gene Mendez up ahead. Up to Melik. 15-point lead for Husson. The lead has swollen to. Gene Mendez loses it, and UMPI's completely out of sorts here. Up ahead, a foul will send Tope low to the line. So he's shooting 2. 10:27 left in the half. There is virtually no energy in this building that was rocking in the first half. Carswell and Yamashita are back, along with Matundo for Husson back in. McMichael kicks it out. Yamashita, a 3 from the top. It swirls out. UMPI can't buy one right now. Although Melik is going to try to track down this board. Gets it to Yamashita. He dishes it away. McMichael thought about a 3. And now will take it himself to the rim. Some contact, to say the least. Can't finish. And UMPI have gone completely cold here. A 3. Henke off the mark. That would have made it an 18-point game. And McMichael pulls it down for UMPI. He's going to go up ahead himself, pulls up at the line, and he got it in transition. And that finally ends the run. It had been a while. I think it was a 51-44 at one point. Husson made a 10-0 run. The last few minutes, Neff up ahead, finally misses a shot. Carswell for the rebounds. Yamashita, McMichael. McMichael almost spun it in himself. He goes down slow to get up, but he'll be okay. Up ahead, Matundo. Back to Maranta. Maranta, floater. Got it. Husson looking for their first sweep of UMPI since the 2019-2020 season. The Owls have split or won 2 out of 3 ever since then. Yamashita, a 3, no good, off the shot clock and back over to the Eagles, who lead by 17, 63-46. Riles Neff taking it up for Husson. Maranta skips it all the way over, looking for 3 is Henke. Yamashita for the board. Maranta came in there, and it'll go back to UMPI. Miles Jones to take it up for the Owls. Carswell working around Yamashita. Now Jones, a hesitation. He goes up, fouled first by Gilmatundo. That'll send Jones to the line. Take a look here at that.
Foul, number 15.
Foul on Matundo. Jones splits the pairing, and it's 16-point advantage. Neff up top, the Maranta. Neff lost it, gets it back. That'll be a travel, yep. He's saying that I was forced into the travel. Take a look. Neff dribbling himself up top. There was no tip there, 100%. Jones, Melik. Perhaps Neff wanted a foul there. That could be the case as well. Anyway, the Owls with it. Jones, a jab step. It's tip free and another steal for Husson. Getting their hands in the passing lanes here. Alo spins around. Carswell takes it to the rim. No good. Carswell gets the rebound and then will draw a foul. Alo will pick it up. Deja vu all over again for UMPI as far as when Husson came up here last year. It was neck and neck in the first half, whatever halftime adjustments they made, plus Riles Neff heating right up. Ball will stay in play here. As Neff has 17 in this half. Melik will draw a foul and go to the line. UMPI trying to chip away here with 7 minutes to go. Trailing by 16. Melik got the first. Misses the second. Maranta. Driving here, shot put up and it goes by Gilmatundo. And Husson answers back with an and-one. Take a look. Hit it around the perimeter and he just goes himself, draws the foul on Williams. Time starting to run out here for UMPI as they trail by 18 points, the biggest lead of the night for the Eagles. Foul on Matundo. He picks up another. So Matundo, I believe now with 4. Could just be his third. Neff crossing over. Maranta buries the jumper. On this end, Williams gets it back to Carswell. Kicks it out, Melick, a 3-ball, no good. UMPI can't get anything to fall, and then a foul on the rebound. Neff goes down hard, holding his face. But James Yamashita picks up the foul. Still haven't seen Bryce Lawrence. It's safe to assume he'll be out for the remainder of this game. He went down in the first half with an injury, it looked like, to his ankle. Neff slow to get up here. Timeout called by Coach Caruso with 6:06 left to play. They lead by 18 over the UMPI Owls here at UMPI. $18-point lead for the Eagles, trying to close out this game on the road. It would be a huge win and pretty much solidify them, depending on their next matchup with UMF and MMA, because they still have them left on the schedule. Would pretty much solidify them as the hosts for the second straight season of the NAC East tournament. They have got 5:40 left to close this one out. Jones takes it to the hoop and he's fouled. And we'll go to the line for two. Jones makes the first. And the second as well. 68-51, excuse me. Neff with McMichael on him. Lutsundo. Shot clock starting to wind. 5. Lewis will be forced to try a really tough shot, and he gets it to fall. That's just the way it's been going for the Eagles here in the second half. 19-point advantage. McMichael, jumper is good.
By number 2, up, McMichael.
Maranta hands it off. And now Neff again. Neff, baseline J, another one. And it continues, the beat goes on here for Husson. Up ahead, Carswell, Gene Mendez. Now Jones, McMichael. Gotta have some urgency here, the Owls do. Williams, the jumper, no good. Jones pulls down the offensive rebound, out to McMichael. How about a 3? He's got Neff on him. McMichael, step back, no. This building has fallen completely silent. Neff wants another, and he has another. The highlight reel day, second half specifically for Riles Neff. Gene Mendez, a three, no good. Up ahead. Matundo goes up, and he got it. That's a low, excuse me. We're going to travel, no bucket. Got a technical foul call here on Gilbert Gene Mendez. So a whole bunch of players in for UMPI. Elise Grano, Javier Ozowski-Freire, Joel Hodge, Blake Sinal, and Logan Migliori. So at the line is Jeremy Murata. Try to add to it. So what was a 1-point game at the half, Husson has completely blown it open here in the second half, much like they have done to the Owls over recent years. Back in 2022, December of 22, UMPI led by 13 at the half and then got routed in the second half. Husson scored 60 points. Last year here, they did a similar thing, routed them in the second half after a neck-and-neck first half. And then today, it is the exact same thing. Riles Neff with the takeover. Once he started scoring, it was over. Joel Hodge to Logan Migliori along the end line, lost it. Matundo to a low. Post-entry feed. Blocked by Sano. That'll make the gym happy. One of the local guys here for UMPI. Shot put up, no good. Tips in the air. Ozowski-Freire with the board. Back to Sano. Freire. Sano again. Grano, he drives. Got it poked free. Jeremiah Grissom awaits for Husson. Jason Van Beveren is also out there. Charlie Katsiafikis is in. Coach Caruso wants a timeout to get some of his guys in with 2.5 to play. The Eagles in front in the driver's seat. Try to pull up. Neff has 27 in the game. Remember, he had 6 at half, so that means 21 in this half. He has, as a team, the score was 32-33 going into the half. So he has 21 of the 44 for Husson in this period. Just an absolute takeover. He had 29 the last time a year ago on February 6th of this year. UMPI has not shot up to par as well, 33.9% on the day for a team that usually shoots around 46, 47% on average. So that hasn't helped at all in this second half. As soon as Neff had the momentum, UMPI just couldn't seem to make shots. So it was a combination of things that wrote the story in this one. Van Beveren drives, puts up the shot, no good. They get it back, and Husson finishes after the offensive rebound. Jay Higgins tips it in. Migliori, Ozowski-Freire. Sano wants a three, and it was halfway down the well, but it doesn't go. Timeout, they're gonna roll through it. Bryce Tackett coming in for Husson. Katsiafikis. Now with Tackett, back to Katsiafikis. He's gonna pull up, way off. But he wanted to get his name in the scoring column for sure. That was from way downtown. Migliori wants a three from the right wing, and he got it.
For Logan.
So Logan Migliori gives the Jim a reason to cheer. Van Beveren takes it up. Now Grissom tries the long shot. No good, out of play. 1:06 to go. Freire. Migliori, another one, no good. Pulled down by Grissom, running the floor. Grissom up ahead. Got a block call. So Joel Hodge picks up the foul. Grissom misses the free throw. Loose on the floor. Hodge picks it up for UMPI. Migliori in transition for two.
From Logan, Migliori.
Katsiafikis into the front court for Husson. Van Beveren. 30 seconds left in this one as the Eagles will improve to 9-1 in conference, and UMPI will fall to 8-3, giving them a 2-game lead over the Owls and a season sweep. Shot clock's off. Javier Ozowski Freire. Javi, little shake and bake. Shot up, doesn't go. Fights for his own miss though. Back to Migliori, and he spins it in. So that's going to do it. The Eagles 81-60. They come away with the victory here today. As the Eagles come to town, take care of their business, and now come away with sole possession of first place. A second half takeover by Riles Neff, who finished the day with 27 points. And he led the Eagles in scoring, obviously. Supporting his efforts, Jeremy Maranta had 17 and Scott Lewis had 13. And then UMPI, they were led in scoring by Aki McMichael with 14. Gilbert Jean Mendez had 12. The next closest would have been Saquon Carswell with 9. But that's going to do it for us here today as the Eagles come in and sweep the day. A 10-point win for the Husson women and a 21-point win for the Husson men. Thank you for joining us. Take care and have a good rest of your weekend, everybody.